Hey, Gems. I decided to come in early because I'm still not feeling too well, but I feel well enough to get up because we got to talk about the real tea. The real tea, meaning what's going on around us. Now, I'm not here to scare you, but y'all might work and have busy lives, and I just want to catch you up on some important things that we should be paying attention to. So today, you know, my co-host Nisi will be here, and we're going to be talking about things that's actually happening in this world today. It is getting crazy. Like they are really trying to tear down Black history. Anything that we have put our hands on, they're trying to tear it down. Hey, Sean. Hey, salute the kings and queens. Hey, peanut butter face. Hey, talking shit with Shauna. Shauna will be my co-host for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So y'all be able to hit that. Miss Bree. Miss Bree is the cup maker. She makes the cups, she makes the t-shirts. You want that? Listen, we're doing it. Hey, dear Ree, I know that you really love this topic. So, you might be asked to come up. So let me bring up the humble one, the good side of me when I'm not mad. Hey, niece.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Y'all know that Nisi is my heart, my heart, my heart. Nisi is the good side of me. And when I'm going to curse somebody out, I don't even tell Nisi so I can get up here and get away with it because she ain't playing it. Hey, beautiful traveler, how are you? Michelle, how are you? Hey, Linda Blow Jones. Hey, Sergeant Charge. Okay, let's get down to this T, y'all, because this ain't going to be P. While we were worrying about if there's an Epstein list or not, over at the White House, they had removed the Martin Luther King bust, y'all. I need to tell y'all they done took it out of the White House. Trump quietly removes the statue of Martin Luther King from the Oval Office. Listen, they are
They
trying to
said that
wipe.
he actually moved that to another room, but he moved it out of the Oval Office. I feel like he might well take it out of the White House because it
Baby.
belongs in the Oval Office.
Thank you. Yes, listen, that is something ugly. But let me tell y'all something. I don't know where y'all are from, but I do know here in Virginia, we've been getting this rain and it has been crazy. So let me tell you what they said that they done in Texas. Now, this could be a conspiracy theory, but baby, to be done in West Virginia, the fires in Maui, and great measures of land being taken from hardworking middle class people. I don't know if it's fake. Now here it go. Is it possible they made it rain in Texas and 2 days later the state flooded? A certified rainmaker confirmed cloud seeding operations took place just before the catastrophic floods. Not weeks, not months, 2 days. Still think it was just a coincidence? Cloud seeding is real. It's the act of injecting chemicals into the sky like silver iodide to force rain. They call it science, but when neighborhoods are underwater and lives are lost, it starts to feel like something else. The media calls it extreme weather, but no one mentions what was released into the clouds right before. Why? This isn't a movie, it's not a theory, it's confirmed. So now the question becomes, who's really controlling the skies? Floods lead to insurance bailouts, land devaluation, disaster spending, and control. Someone always benefits. The only ones left asking questions are us. They say it's all safe, but if they can start the rain, can they stop it? Are we watching nature collapse or a test run for something bigger? And when the next storm hits, will it be an accident or an experiment? If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link now.
We ain't saying that it's true. Let's get that clear.
Right.
We're talking conspiracy theory. Let's make sure you hear that, YouTube. We're not saying it's true, but there is information out there that they do cloud seeding, but we're not saying it's true.
Just think of all the places that the rain have flooded out. The first was North Carolina in the mountains. There is no FEMA. There is no FEMA. That means your house burned down, or your house burns down, or your house get flooded out. You don't have the money to just rebuild. And listen, Sarge said I told my mama about the weather and it was supposed to rain at 5. It's been coming earlier, I promise. Listen, we've been having some crazy rain. Now, my sinuses is not agreeing with this rain, and then it gets 90 degrees, but it has been raining. So you hear the thunder? It wasn't supposed to rain today until 5:30, and it's raining now during the day. What is going on? Okay, let's count it. California had fires, and it burned down all the areas of the middle class and low income who've been living there for 20, 30 years. They have not prepared to build there. FEMA has not been out there to help the people. Then we have North Carolina. Nobody has been out there. Now we got Texas. We got West Virginia, floods, the dam. It's always the dam broke. It's some kind of excuse. There is something going on out there, okay? And it's a prediction, and I'm not saying it's true, but they saying that tomorrow is supposed to be our last internet day. Now, I don't know, but if we don't have any internet tomorrow and we can't talk on any phones, like my phone sometimes is not ringing straight through. My son told me, Mom, I was calling you. The phone is not ringing straight through. Something is going on with the internet. Okay. Deshonda said, I think it's God sick of these people. It's said, Governor Abbott said if God was an illegal, he would deport him. And it started raining within 12 hours. He better stop playing with God. Oh, yes. Well, we as a soulful people, we know we don't play with God. Okay. Nisi, what's your story?
I just wanted to add to the flooding scenario in North Carolina. It was the western part of the state. Now with this latest tropical storm Chantal,
Where is
um
that at?
that was here in Durham and Chapel Hill area. So a lot of people flooded out right in the middle of North Carolina. I'm scared we next because they did the western, the middle, and now eastern North Carolina. We see whether or not we're gonna get something. But Chapel Hill took a direct hit. You know, that's where UNC is, University of Chapel Hill. Durham took a big hit. So yeah, I'm praying for everybody to, get through this. A lot of cars was floating, homes destroyed. It's
Mhm.
crazy. It's crazy.
But y'all, I just want y'all to know it says Mountain Dew floods. Okay. But I need y'all to know something why I'm talking about this. God is in control. God is in control. And Trump say he want to clean out the swamp. And he's part of that same swamp. I just want y'all to know that he's
You
part of
heard about the Mountain Dew too. Every time
that.
Mountain Dew changed their name, something happened.
Yes, look at this.
56 floods across 33 states. What is going on? I may have some answers. Now, if you guys remember that little drink, Mountain Dew, yeah, they're back at it again because they have those flavors: Mango Rush, Sweet Lightning, Purple Thunder. So, what are the chances? Let me break it down. So, of course, lightning comes with flash floods, storms, lightning, etc., right? Then Purple Thunder just came out with a brand new design in May. Thunder, lightning, storms. Okay? Now, Mango Rush. Now, get this. So, if you look in the back, it looks just like a flash flood. Put them all together: lightning, thunder, and a flash flood with a rush of water. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen this many states with this many floods that's this violent. I'm just saying, does any of this look normal? This was in Maryland. I mean, come on. And not only America is just getting hit with this now, this is actually happening in Japan right now. And not to mention, there's various patents on Google Patents that you can find for hurricane and tornado control and tons of other patents that control weather. It gets even weirder. Okay, so I know you guys heard about this McDonald's employee who snapped and took out her manager. And yes, the same girl who had these weird Chucky videos on her Instagram. You mean to tell me that her last post on her Instagram was none other than Mountain Dew Code Red? You can't make this up. This was the same flavor that gave the signal to 9/11. I didn't want to say that.
9/11.
I'm literally in the airport right now, so can't freak anybody out. But yes, this was the same flavor that she posted that gave way to what she did next. And right now she's sitting in jail. She got caught, and her bond is set at $25 million. This picture says it all. She's completely gone. All in all, they're playing with the weather again, so make sure you guys stay safe. Make sure you get in my Telegram as well, because I'm dropping more updates in there. Mountain Dew.
Baby. Now, 9/11, they said Mountain Dew Code Red was the code word. And then all of a sudden, this girl at McDonald's with fish sandwiches decides to eliminate her manager for bullying. And yes, Nisi, can you speak on the Pennsylvania 9/11 went down this weekend? The whole weekend, 9/11 was gone.
But what you talking about? The fires?
No, 9/11. 9/11 went down this weekend in
It
Pennsylvania.
did in Pennsylvania?
Look at this, he said it did. Let me pull it up for us.
911 went
Yeah,
down, y'all.
9/11 went down in Pennsylvania. Let me read
Oh my God.
them. Girl,
These people
there you
are
go.
playing with lives.
Yes, there was an intermittent outage affecting Pennsylvania 911 system on Friday, July 11th, but the system had been fully restored according to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. The outage
Oh,
was reported to have started around 2 p.m. in the afternoon and was returned Saturday morning. PEMA is investigating the cause of the issue, which is believed to be related to the next generation 9/11, but is not thought to be cyber attack. But listen to what they said, but
well,
not thought to be. They're changing the 9/11. Now, look, this is the new world order now. I done told y'all that 2 years ago. There is going to be a new world order. That means if you're African American, you may not be able to dial 911 from your area.
someone said something in the comments I want to elaborate on.
Hmm.
If you have an iPhone, they got a system now where you can go analog by going outside and lining your phone up with a satellite, and
Hmm.
that will give you um some, access to your phone as long as the satellite is working. You can actually go outside and pull up something on your iPhone, and you line it up with the satellite, and you're able to make calls. So that's one thing I do like about iPhone, having that feature.
You're able to make calls if the other person knows to line this up with the satellite.
Right, right, right.
If I call
You
Brittany,
know, it's more like for 911, and you know what I'm saying. So
hmm, and guess what? They didn't have any trash pickup either. There's been trash men going on strikes where they're leaving trash for weeks, and high standard neighborhoods are without trash pickup. Let me pull that up for us. Hey, Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi said, "Hi, Marcella, Nisi, and my in chat. Staycationing this week. Been missing some lives. I'm too deeply rooted in my faith to get caught up in the conspiracy theories. However, does give me pause to think. Listen, y'all, I've been watching these movies. I was contacted by the Illuminati, and I deleted it so fast. That yes, well, I have been also had an invitation to that when I joined the country club, all of a sudden, it was recommended by the country club. And I immediately threw that in the trash can and was praying because it's real. Okay? No
mhm.
trash pickup in Pennsylvania. Okay, now listen to this. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, curbside trash and recycling collection was suspended due to a strike by city sanitation workers. This strike, which began July 1st, involved AFSCME District Council 33, and that's a very poor area, okay? Um, Representing sanitation, water, and other city employees. Regular trash pickup resumed 14 days later after the strike ended with with a tentative agreement between the union. Tentative mean maybe they'll do this agreement, maybe they won't. They're speaking on it, but one thing could be in that agreement that the trash men do not like, and the trash will sit on the city of Philadelphia. And it's a high crime, waste area. It's nasty. They said it was stinking so bad. They said that if you wanted to drop your trash off, they had temporary drop offs. Um, if you wanted to bring your own trash to the drop off site, that they would do that. So I don't know. Mm. Hey, Miss Gigi.
That's
Hello,
what I say.
hello, simply Shalane. Shalene. You know who Miss Shalene is? That's my baby. She changed her name in Canada. Um, um, Yeah, the state came to a tentative agreement, but the union is not happy. Miss Eartha Williams said, "Y'all, it's a lot of things happening. I mean, ever since this man took president, let me tell you what a mega supporter told me yesterday. She said, suddenly I don't have faith in him anymore." I said, "Well, you're one of many." She said, "No, Mega is turning away from him."
Speaking of that, this man went to Canada with his family to visit family up there. White man said he voted for Trump. How about when he get back to the border to cross over in the United States? They told him he can't come back. He had been here 43 years and never got his citizenship. He's a Canadian citizen. So all his family, his kids, 5 kids and wife was allowed to cross the border, but he can't cross the border. So, and he said he had a record of a couple of things that happened years ago, and they won't let him back in the country. And I'm like, that's what you voted for. You ain't have
Mhm.
picking on brown and black people, but now you feel like you made a mistake because you put 47 in office. Project 2025 said what they were gonna do.
Everything. When they was going to do it, and Nisi has even showed us that they have a guide to tell us their progression of tearing
Mhm.
down America. And Putin has some things to say, that he has threatened Trump by saying he's going to tell the people. And every time Putin threatens Trump, Trump tries to get in good with him. And after Trump does what Putin wants him to do, guess what he does? He begins to make Donald Trump look even more like a fool.
And you know that he's now saying he's gonna give Putin, I think, 50 days to stop what he's doing, or he's gonna levy heavy sanctions on Russia. And I'm like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
Hey,
But
MVP,
he
MVP.
swear he getting ready to put a hammer down on Russia, and he also said that he was gonna give Ukraine Patriot missiles if Putin don't stop. This man wants this war to end because he wants the Nobel Peace Prize, and that's it. That's all. He don't care who died. He
No.
don't.
Well, let me tell you what has happened. On the 26th of July, I am going to see Joy Carter in concert. I've already got my ticket and stuff there. But baby, near Philadelphia, which is in Maryland, Baltimore, if you did not know that at least 25 people was hospitalized, 5 in critical condition. after mass overdose reported in Baltimore. Listen, I don't know if this is true, and I'm just saying this, but I see that they are trying to take out a bunch of people. We're going to deport the blacks and browns, and then whatever the inner cities, we'll just give them some, rugs, and they gonna take the rugs. Look, don't charge them for the $10, don't charge them for the $25, don't charge them a ball. Tell them this is new and it's $5, and they can take these rugs and they'll delete themselves. First responders was dispatched to a neighborhood after 25 people experienced an overdose. um it says that on July 10th, first responders were alerted to a mass casualty event in Baltimore on the morning of Thursday, July 10th. At least 25 people were hospitalized, while paramedics also distributed life saving medications to the victims at Penn North neighborhood. Today's mass overdose event at Penn and North serves as a powerful reminder our city is ongoing a battle against opioids epidemic. Um, at least 2 dozen people had to be hospitalized. This is crazy. It said that it flooded the Baltimore City and Fire Department. It flooded them trying to save these people. They believe more have died, but they might have went away and died in Baltimore. They even got a whole city of people that are is zombie town, where they got people taking drugs is laying all over the street, and they just don't know how to stop it. These people are zombies and they will get
It's so
violent.
terrible.
I was
It's
hoping to meet up with Queen Baltimore when I went to Philly, but it is her and her husband's anniversary. And baby, I love this couple. See, when you know you're a good couple, when you done fight for everything in life together. And that's happy anniversary, Queen Baltimore. Um, Let me see. Hey, Jacqueline. Talking shit with Shayna saying that Agent Orange is a punk. He is a punk. He is a punk. Hey, Miss Sapphire. Um, they were asking nurses to pick up blueberries.
I be down.
What's blueberries?
I be down.
What is that?
Blueberries out in the fields. They've showed massive amount of fields around here where food is rotting out there because they have nobody to pick the crops. ICE has been in my small little city rounding up people.
Mm,
So it's a lot of farms in the surrounding areas have nobody to pick their crops. They are advertising like crazy for people to come to work for them on the farm. And I did that enough whenever I was young. From the time I was 10 to the time I was 16, I was in the fields. And
mm,
I'm not doing that no more.
mm. Well, we're gonna call him SM. SM said, "I'm familiar with that corner and go past it every day. It is a drug infested corner. The corner does not sleep. They got a hold on some bags of drugs. It is crazy. The fruit they asked nurses to work in the fields because the crops are going bad. Listen,
Oh, well.
but guess what? Virginia wants to do. Virginia wants to take the prisoners out, and oh, I just got to tell y'all, they told some of the prisoners here if they allow them to put a chip in their heads, they
Girl,
will.
you lying.
I ain't lying. Okay, what about Walmart with the water bottles? I'm telling you, it's so much stuff going on. And for
Hmm.
y'all who love Coca Cola, baby, they are closing down the factories of Coca Cola. Do you understand me? Coca Cola shuts down 5 U.S. factories with massive layoffs, and it's confirmed. This is in the business section of the newspaper now. Coca Cola has been a staple in the American history since 1892, and they are starting to close them all. They've started with the five biggest. Coca-Cola factories. So if you drink Coca-Cola, you drink rum and Coke, you may not have Coke anymore. Honey, only blueberries I'm picking is in my yard. That's right, Queen Baltimore. I'm not picking ish. I didn't go to college for this foolishness. Shauna said it said over 30K and they started advertising in hospitals asking workers to help. Baby, please. What corner? I missed that. Let me tell you something. I'm getting ready to go to Philadelphia, and where I'm going to the city winery, they told me to stay on that street. They told me to go to the little markets across the street from the hotel I am going to, but don't stray off because I will be by myself. Said, do not stray off. I said, heck no. I hired me security. I was trying to get Mr. Kofi for y'all who know Kofi 77, but I couldn't get him. Woo, thank you, Jesus. I'm a Pepsi girl. I'm very familiar with the cucumber and the tomato fields, and the only cucumber and tomatoes I'm picking is in my garden. Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, must be Broad Street, huh? Oh, listen, I don't want to see any of that. And they told me Philadelphia is just as bad as Baltimore when it comes to the drug addicts and the drug people laying on the streets. They told the nurses as a clinical ladder.
I'll be damn. I'll be damn. This one nurse
Tell a
that
story.
ain't getting out there.
Tell a story while I look up this story about putting chips in prisoners' heads.
Okay, y'all. So, let me show y'all this video. 9 people have tragically been unalived due to a fire in Massachusetts. So let me play a little bit of this for y'all.
More news after the break.
Lord, I didn't know it was live, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. So, let me move this. Okay, so this is the assisted living facility right here, y'all. Um, where 9 people have tragically died and many others have been injured. It was an assisted living facility. Um, they trying to figure out how the fire started. The Gabriel House was a nonprofit that opened in '99, 100 single bed units. The last official state inspection of the Gabriel House was October 15th, 2024. The inspection certificate is scheduled to expire October 15th. With a lot of these facilities, y'all, people are having conspiracy theories that people are burning these things down. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying what the rumor is. Because the Medicaid money is low to come in right now. So there's this whole big thing where they're saying that a lot of people gonna end up, you know, trying to get insurance money. I'm not saying that's the case right here. Um Falls River, Massachusetts is about 50 miles from Boston, about 20 miles from Providence, Rhode Island. That area of Massachusetts, you can get to New Hampshire, Vermont, and Rhode Island very quickly. But it's really crazy, y'all, that all these people have passed away. So yeah, that's my story, Marcela.
Okay, I'm back. Y'all hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Now let me show y'all where they're talking about. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I took Nisi off. I'm trying to. They done changed some stuff on YouTube, and It is really confusing me. Okay, y'all, listen to this. The possibility of using brain implants in prisoners is a concept being explored by researchers and policymakers, but it is raising significant ethical and legal concern. They are talking about putting chips in some of the most dangerous prisoners and letting them back out. Um, they're messing with their brain, and they said that they will be able to control these prisoners out on the street. And I was like, what in the John Brown ham sandwich they talking about? Because they saying that they want to start putting chips and they're gonna practice on the prisoners and then move into society. Mm.
That's
Penn
crazy.
Penn North is a very interesting area because, for instance, I just saw an Arab man clearly living down there with his family out front riding bikes, but then on the corner, it's lots of drug traffic. And you know what? It's something about that man why they won't go near the Arab, okay? It's crazy. Michelle, I'm going to be at the city winery. I'm going to see Joy, and she doesn't know I'm coming. I've been promising her that I would come, and Miss Wanda saying she want to come, so I don't know if she's going to be able to meet me there. But I know that I'm going to be there. I already bought my ticket. Y'all, I am going to fly, which I am scared to death, but I am taking my plane. If I can't take like one trip, I don't want to connect. I think I got to connect coming back, but oh,
Okay, y'all. So MAGA is all over the inner tubes, as my mama used to call it, crying because they wanted that Epstein list out.
well, Elon Musk did release it, and I got it.
Mm, it had the mega fans of MAGA have been crying. I mean, literally crying because they thought that they were gonna get that lease from the White House. The White House buried it. So they're trying to figure out what is Trump hiding that he's gonna order them not to release the list. But okay. So now he ordered Pam Bondi to bring in what's her name? Maxwell
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for
and why is she
questioning.
locked up if it was a joke? Because they said it was a joke. Well, why was she charged?
Right.
Oh, they're gonna put prisoners back in their society, but they're saying that they can control them. They would not think about violence. They would not think about hurting people. Um,
But what if you want somebody hurt? If you could make them not want to hurt nobody, you could make them hurt somebody also.
okay, if you're gonna meet me, I'm gonna be there. The show starts at 6. It's on Thread. Okay, listen to this. Jeffrey Epstein list has been revealed. And guess who this comes from? Elon Musk. And look, Donald Trump, Diddy, Bill Cosby, Angela Reese, Drake, Bill, and I'm not saying this is true.
Angela Reese.
Uh-huh. I ain't saying this is true. Drake, Graham, Bill Gates, Donald Duck, Judge Judy, Chris Tucker, Perry the Playhouse, Mick Jagger, James. But guess who else is on this list that shocked me? Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Prince Andrew, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein. They said Shrek. Dwayne, JD Vance. Now, I don't know if that's true, but guess what? They saying that in another article, it is saying that Trump is number. Now, I'm gonna tell you what Trump said about this list. He said, could y'all all, this is what he said now. He said, could you all just focus on the way many other more important things to discuss than whether or not I may or may not be on all of the
You
Epstein?
are.
There is a big flood in Texas, huge flood in it as it relates to water. Many people died, many beautiful young girls, perhaps some not so beautiful, illegal Mexican people as well, perhaps drug dealers disguised as day laborers. Oh, wait a minute, what happened? It said you can never tell. They don't speak American. This is very suspicious. Again, forget about me and the Epstein files. Focus on Mexicans and flooding. And then somebody put, holy shit, he's nuts. This is what he put on his own page. Then you got a high profile lawyer speaking on him. You got, listen to this man and protect him at all costs. He knows everything about the Epstein files. Breaking news. I'm not saying it's true. Former Epstein lawyer Alan Dershowitz said he has personally seen the entire list of individuals in the Epstein file and that he is being deliberately suppressed to protect certain powerful figures. He is coming out, Mr. Dershowitz. He is coming out, and y'all know um he was working with Epstein. But listen, I'm not saying this is true. Epstein has said many times that Peach was one of his best friends. Those are the people that have been in the room with Epstein,
Orange.
but not in the actual client list. I remember those names from the court documents they just dropped. Hey, educated female life, but listen to this, y'all.
He is able to convince people. So he tells everybody what they want to hear. So how do you know this? That was supposed to say. He has a sense of humor. He can be funny. Right. His ability to sell. It's very much like Clinton. Both Blair and Donald have the ability to go over to a fat, ugly woman. Say, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She probably never had scalp reduction. You see that? You say, male pattern, no, the real have. But he's not able to. Horrible human being. He has a nasty things with best friends' wives. Anyone who first tries to gain your trust and then uses it to bad things. That's how it goes. Charming. He is able to.
Epstein is dropping, not Epstein. Um, Elon Musk is dropping these things different on all over the planet. Alan Dershowitz was Epstein's friend. He sure was. Trump had 3 girls on his lap, and they were stained from on his pants. This is coming from man interviewing with Don Lemon. Y'all, they said in the Bible now. I need y'all. Wait a minute. Let me turn this down. Make America Great Again. The Bible predicted that Christians would follow a false prophet and that they would wear his mark on their foreheads. Revelations 13, 16, 17. The Bible did predict this. So y'all get off. Because in God we trust, in God we believe. Y'all read Revelations 13, 16, and 17. And guess what? And guess what they're doing? Make America Great Again. But that really means make America white again.
Mm-hmm. They want to go back to around the 1950s before the Civil Rights Act.
And
Oh, Marcella, I wanted to talk about those brave men that came over here from Mexico
baby, pull it up. Pull it up.
to help us, and they gonna slam them to the ground and arrest these people who came over here to help us.
Help them
I
in Texas.
I think it is messed up that you are gonna get that came over with backpacks through the water. Nobody asked, but they wanted to help. And Governor Hot Wheels talking stupid.
You pulling it up? Because I want.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to let y'all know floods in North Carolina, Texas, New Mexico, and parts of Oklahoma. Now reports are coming in that New Jersey is experiencing a downpour, and so is Virginia. We are getting a they say that um, nothing about this is normal. In addition to cloud seeding, I think dams are being open in some areas. Just heard Massachusetts is now in flood warning.
Okay. Let's see what Governor Hot Wheels got to say.
Come on, bring it on. Hey Tanya, thank you for dropping everybody's page up here. Y'all hit the like button, please.
They didn't have authorization. I've confirmed it. While dozens of families were calling for help from their rooftops, these volunteers crossed the border with trained dogs, ropes, and first aid kits. They carried no weapons or drugs. They came to help, but were treated like criminals. Immigration agents aimed their guns at them, yelled that they had no authorization to be there, threw them to the ground, and loaded them into a van as if they were criminals. It was all caught on video. And the worst part? Just a few feet away, a family was still trapped inside their home. No one came to rescue them because the only people helping were already in handcuffs. The most outrageous part was the reaction of the Texas governor. Instead of condemning what happened, he supported it. He said anyone who crosses the border without permission even to save lives must be detained. You heard that right. Saving lives is now illegal. One of the rescuers managed to say before being taken away, "We didn't come to invade, we came to help." This scene shows more than just an arrest. It marks a line that's been crossed, stay warning of what's already happening, that even those who come to save lives can now be treated as enemies. Comment shame if you believe this crossed every line. And share this video before it gets deleted or buried underwater in silence.
I tell you, boy,
Call it
this
the
is
Good Samaritan Law. And if you save anybody, if you see a car accident and you get out and try to save somebody because you are a registered nurse, you are in the medical field, you will be arrested if that person passes away. So it's called the Samaritan Law.
it's like I got a first aid kit and stuff that I always keep in my trunk. But from now on, if I stop in any accident, I'm recording from the time I get out the car to the time I get back in my car. Because you gotta have some evidence now because this America is turning into like a third world country almost to me. Like
Overnight. I mean, every 100 days we spend $1 trillion.
and
Every
where is it going? Where is it going? It's not going to infrastructure.
it's
Our roads and bridges are
it's not going
crumbling.
to the debt either. It's not going to the American debt. It's not. Just like they didn't want the money that Biden gave them to update the alert systems, they didn't want to take the money from Biden. I mean,
You
Texas
know,
wanted.
Obama predicted it. He said that that area of the Guadalupe River was very vulnerable to flooding, and it was in a package that he sent. And I think Biden tried to send them some money, but they ain't want the money. So it's crazy.
Well, let me tell you what Trump also did. Do you know that Trump took the internet? The Trump Doge killed Georgia's internet access for programs for Black people. And guess what? That's the look on his face when they question about deporting his wife and his son. He didn't want to hear that, but that happened in the rural areas, okay? Um it is really getting terrible. We really need to stay focused. We really need to not collapse. We really need to trust in God because this
And
got to come. Something got to bring this to a stop. Something.
and one other thing that's going on in rural areas, our hospitals are closing because they depend on Medicaid and Medicare to stay open in these rural areas. Now imagine if someone has a heart attack in a rural area and then they have to go to the hospital, but the nearest hospital is 30 to 45 minutes away. Do you think that person is going to make it with volunteer EMS?
Hello. Say hi to the gems.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tim.
Thank you for praying for your mom. He got his little hospital sticker on.
How y'all doing?
I'm
Yeah,
doing good.
they can't hear you because you're so
I
quiet.
said hello.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. Thank them for praying for your mom. I don't want that.
Carry chicken.
I don't like curry at all.
Man, you wrong, Jay.
You ain't kiss.
There is something wrong with them.
Tell
Yeah,
her thank you for praying for your mom.
like
Everybody,
butter. This tastes like butter, huh?
everybody's been praying for your mom.
Oh, thank y'all for praying for my mom. She's doing better.
That's good.
Yeah, so
She's still in ICU.
yeah, she on the 8th floor now.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Well, you go have a seat.
I saw that.
You just sit down.
Yeah,
He
so
said,
you
see
just
y'all. Everybody saying, hey, Mr. Tim. Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. Hi,
He look
Tim.
like he lost a little weight.
He is. He is losing weight, baby. He goes to this weight class at the hospital, and he's been working with them every week on trying to lose weight because they wanted to cut him, and he did not want to be cut. And I said, which is, I like you the way you is now. Hey, Tanya, I saw that they have been trying to help, but they refuse money from the Democrats. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And his mama she had to have emergency surgery on Saturday. What was it? Friday. She had to have emergency surgery. So she's been in ICU, and Tim has been running himself to the hospital, staying there most of the day, and he's starting to eat out. But listen, y'all, when I say that if you drive a Nissan, I just want y'all to know that they have recalled nearly 444,000 vehicles due to engine failures. This was yesterday. They dropped this. Yesterday was Sunday because they don't count on you reading the business page, okay? Nissan has announced a recall of approximately 444 thousand vehicles after identifying engine bearing failures that develop gradually rather than suddenly. Drivers of these vehicles typically receive several audible and visual warnings over time, including abnormal engine noises, rough running conditions, and warning lights and messages on the instrument board. The majority of the recalled vehicles are the vehicles from 2021 to 2024. And if you're driving a Nissan Rogue or you have a family member driving a Nissan Rogue, please make sure that they know the recall follows an investigation by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and it began on 2023 after receiving owners' reports of engine failure, power loss, knocking noises, and metal debris found in the oil pan. Y'all, I mean, they don't even have the people to correctly, if you get in a car accident, that's what happened with my Escalade. They said that they had preferred to just junk my Escalade instead of getting a part from Mexico because the stuff was so high.
Mm-hmm.
It
If
was so expensive because
if you guys want to get a luxury car right now, I wouldn't recommend it because the parts are insanely high right now. If you got a Jeep Grand Cherokee, as soon as you get them 36,000 miles on it, trade it in because a mechanic told me he wouldn't give one to his worst enemy. So, and they said also, Range Rovers. Do not buy Range Rover
I,
because they
I
say
bought
it's gonna
a
cost you
Suburban.
an arm and a leg and a foot and a kidney to fix it.
Now, y'all, this is what I want to tell you. But first, before I get on this news, I was watching Mimi Miss Monica, the U page. Miss Monica touched a worm to go fishing. Now, I don't like fishing. It just smells so nasty when you're standing out there. But girl was fishing. Girl had it down packed, even with the nails, honey. She was taking the worms out and putting the worms on the hook. And I said, whoop, whoop. Us women are doing a lot of things.
Okay.
I cannot touch no worm. And to be standing out near that water, she was doing the damn thing, okay? She was doing the damn thing. But now, let's get this. It's my 40th birthday today, Gems. Happy birthday, Educated Female Life. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Y'all, please wish Educated Female Life a happy birthday. She is a teacher. She's out here
40.
working with our children. And y'all, she is very good to her children and even children in other classes. She's a very good teacher, very caring teacher. Please grant her a happy birthday up here. Okay, y'all, let me tell you what happened.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Yeah,
birthday to
birthday.
you. Happy birthday. You better educate them children. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
And many more. So, guess what happened? The Democrats decided to take a tour of Alligator Alcatraz. And they said that the people's drinking water was from the toilet. Here you go.
Center to effectuate the deportation of illegal aliens. Governor Ron DeSantis speaking out about complaints over conditions at Alligator Alcatraz, calling it a staged tour. Democratic state and federal lawmakers from across Florida gathered at Alligator Alcatraz today for a scheduled visit of the controversial detention center for illegal migrants. The facility opened on the first of the month. Since then, there have been a number of reports of inhumane living conditions, which Democrats say they've been denied entry to see for themselves until now. Now, our cameras were not allowed to go inside with them, but WPTV's Kayla McDermott outside the gates caught up with our lawmakers before and after heading into the center. Democratic lawmakers drove through that gate today to take a tour of Alligator Alcatraz, and when they were done, they told us that they saw detainees living in some of the worst conditions they've ever seen. Before heading into the detention center, this is a stunt. This is effing ridiculous. Democratic leaders were already anticipating a lackluster tour that we expect will show us little to nothing, saying it is a staged, scripted, and sanitized version, as they were denied entry last week when attempting an unannounced visit to Alligator Alcatraz. When the state found out about our unannounced visit, they issued this official invitation because they knew they had cleaning up to do. A lawsuit has been filed due to Democrats being turned away, stating the action is against the Florida statute. We don't need permission to come to this facility. But when pushed by WPTV's Tyler Hatfield the day before the visit, Governor DeSantis, do you have a comment about Florida Democrats filing a lawsuit? Governor Ron DeSantis says the lawsuit is unjust, stating the tour invite came the day before the filing. This is a ridiculous lawsuit. They should be sanctioned by the court for abusing the legal system. Passing a group of protesters, Democratic leaders were able to head inside and said they would be analyzing the conditions, as detainees have been reporting bugs in their food, an infestation of mosquitoes, plumbing not working, and inadequate medical care. Alleged conditions DeSantis has little sympathy for. This is not the Four Seasons. What's the plumbing going to be like in their home country? What are the bugs going to be like in their home country? Give me a break on some of this stuff. 3 groups of lawmakers each took their own tour and could not bring electronics in with them. Afterwards, they shared their experience. We saw humans being held in cages, 32 people per cage, 3 toilets in each cage for these 32 people, and their drinking water comes from the toilet. I mean, there are really disturbing, vile conditions. However, DeSantis says the center is being ran professionally and took a jab at Democrats fighting against the facility. Democrats care more about illegal aliens than they do about American citizens. I've never seen these Democrats fight this hard for the people of Florida. I've never seen them fight this hard for U.S. citizens. But for Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she says, this place needs to be shut the hell down. Yep. It needs to be shut down. Now, clearly, Democratic lawmakers were not satisfied with this tour. They say that they plan to come back here again unannounced for another one. At Alligator Alcatraz, I'm Kayla McDermott.
You call me auntie. Now, we know this is not the Four Seasons, but what I've heard about some prisons is that the prisoners live really good. Not here.
Mhm.
They said that they had a rainstorm down there and alligators walked inside of Alcatraz, and the guards all left and left the prisoners in there with the alligators.
They said that there are bugs down there the size of your hand when it rains.
Not only do the people at Alligator Alcatraz need to worry about water, So do the residents surrounding it. Where is sewage and water washers going in the Everglades? Yes, wastewater.
Mm,
Immigration centers
mm.
are worse than the MDC, so I'm not surprised if the concentration camps. I'm telling you that y'all look at me and believe me, and I don't know this for sure, but after they finish with those people, they're coming for the blacks. Okay? Go ahead and tell your story, niece.
All right, y'all. So not only is there flooding, there are fires. Shout out to ABC News. Let's play a little bit of this.
Every
Mm.
state in the West. So let me bring you through what's going on. That last image you had seen in Faith's piece had the Deer Creek fire and that giant fire whirl. So really erratic fire behavior. And you're going to see fire behavior like that in the critical area today. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour, parts of Washington and Oregon. Then the front sinks south. It's a dry, cold front. So thunderstorms could start, but they don't rain, just lightning, which could start more fires. Tomorrow, the critical fire danger is right on that north side of the Grand Canyon up through Zion and into parts of Nevada and Utah. Now, we're going to have much more fire danger as the week progresses because we are right in the heart of fire season.
Yeah, we are in the Northeast. There's a flash flood warning and a watch for more than 50 million the I-95 corridor.
Yeah, Michael, over the weekend, 3 to 7 inches of radar estimated rain made for high water rescues from western New York through central Pennsylvania. Today, it's Virginia up through western Massachusetts, including Philadelphia, New York City, and Trenton, down into Baltimore, Wilmington, and Washington, D.C., with a significant risk of flash flooding, 2 to 3 inch per hour rainfall rates. And central Texas got more rain over the weekend, up to 5 inches in the flood watch today.
Y'all. I just don't know what to say.
Now, I had a cousin that called me this morning, y'all, and she has 3 children. She makes $60,000 a year. They told her that her food stamps were going to be cut off in September. She called and asked me if she gave up her apartment, could she move with me with her 3 kids?
Hell no.
I asked my husband, and it wasn't a prank. Man, he said, "Are you crazy?" No. If she can't buy food for them and she moving here from New York to live with us, where she gonna come in not working? And no, he told me, no, I'm sorry. We can help her with food every month, but she gets 1,400 in food stamps a month. And I
And,
said,
and
I,
can you make it with that? Is she doing all right now? Or is just
no, her food stamps get cut off September 1st. August is the last month that she will be getting food stamps. Y'all, they know she's only making 60,000 a year, and 60,000 a year in New York City is nothing. Okay?
yeah.
Nothing. And I feel sorry, but I can't take in. I mean, her kids are teenagers, and
Oh Lord.
I just can't do it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Texas will start suspending for all the teachers out here. Texas will start suspending students from school that are homeless. I want y'all to know, Texas will start suspending students that are homeless or come from unstable homes in September. It is a lot of things. So starting this September, let me tell y'all. Starting this September, it would be easier for school in Texas to suspend younger students and those without stable homes. A new law, House Bill 6, allows out of school suspensions for students below the grade level of third and those deemed homeless under a federal law that helps schools assist homeless children. They will be kicked out of school. I just need y'all to know this is some crazy stuff. Google's Gemini AI will access your messages. Y'all be leaving these steamy messages, inappropriate messages on your phone. Google Gemini AI will access your messages, apps, and WhatsApp starting today. Here's how to turn it off. This is for iPhone users. It said, oh, GI taking away your Android by default. Gemini um It can access your maps, messages, screen content, even your location. Most users don't realize that Gemini can read and respond using your private data, including what's happening on screen in real time. While this power smart helped, it also raises major questions about privacy and control. What to opt out of? Go to settings, go to apps, go to default apps, digital assistant apps, then select none or switch back to classic Google assistants. Um, Go back. Oh, now let me tell y'all something. Everybody's saying happy birthday, but this page right here, tell the people with Sunny. When I say that Sunny connects the dots about what's going on in this society today, y'all need to go to her page. Tanya, please tell the people with Sunny. She connects the dots. I mean, I be listening to her and she brings everything to fruition and she lays on it and she answers these questions. So y'all please go visit Tell the People with Sunny. Visit that page on YouTube. Y'all gonna love it. I'm telling you. Educated Female said thank you for the birthday wishes. Gail at Night, how are you? Tanya has just dropped Tell the People. All you got to do is go hit that and you will be able to go right to her page. Go hit it, come back and listen to what we got to say. Now, y'all, they are really trying to take down our powerful black billionaires. Y'all know T.I. and Tammy had won this lawsuit, right? Well, then I don't know what happened, but the judge went back in there, baby, and took their $53 million to $1. So where they was going to get 53 million, it got lowered to about like 17, and now it is $1. So we have one Gala Night sub. Y'all go over to Tell the People. Y'all, she be kicking out that information. Okay, listen to this.
Tinier shaking because the judge will just not give them the money that they're owed for the OMG Girls likeness that was stolen by MGA Entertainment to make the LOL surprise dolls. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So we've been in court before behind this situation. It first started when Tiny and T.I. were awarded $71 million by a California judge after a lengthy lawsuit with MGA Entertainment, the producers of the LOL Surprise Dolls. It was told that the MGA Entertainment did a copyright infringement and copied directly off of the OMG Girls and their likeness. These are the pictures. You can tell it's pretty obvious from the hair to the outfit to the rock star whole vibe. You guys literally, what did Soulja Boy say? Word for word, bar for bar. Their entire zhuzh, okay? Well, when Tiny and T.I. took this to court, they had the money to drag that entertainment company like they did, and they won. But the judge was hating, and he moved their settlement down to $18 million from the originally awarded 71. So Tiny and T.I., again, being the people that can take these people to court again if they play too much, they did, and they were real. T.I. and Tiny are shaking.
So after they got the 17 million, right? They decided to take them back to court and the judge awarded them $1. It started from 71 million to 53 million to 17 million to $1. And they lost the money, y'all. They lost the money. Yeah, Tell the People says thank you, thank you, thank you. She's
Wait,
going.
wait, 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 wait. They would never pay the 17
No,
million.
they wasn't paid the 71 million, the 53 million. They wasn't paid any of it. The 71 went down to 53 to 17 and then to $1. And
Why did they do that? Did they saying that they're wasting the court's time or what?
yes, because they went back to try to fight for that 71 million. Ti went back to fight for that, but guess what? Right before they were awarded that $1, here goes Sabrina Peterson coming out again, saying the antics about T.I. and Tiny allegedly treating their son King to street workers and stuff like that. Not only have they got T.I. and Tiny, Baby, they done jumped over to the haggler. The haggler.
Mm.
Go ahead. So the haggler is 50 cents. Now, let me tell you something. Oh, and I got to tell y'all that the floods have just hit New York, okay, about 4 hours ago, but I'm going to go back to that. Let me tell you that they done jumped on TI. And I do want y'all to know, I want to ask y'all, and please tell me the truth. Have you seen a lot more flies this year than normal? Because I'm going to tell you why. The flies are becoming bigger. The same lady they accused of, yep, SA sure did. Welcome Gale at night. They can suspend in September, but they could affect the federal funding. Yes, but I want to tell y'all something. And this is true, and true. But I gotta say allegedly. The US dropped is to drop millions of flies from the sky to fight flesh-eating maggots. Do you understand that the flies that I see today are bigger than big, okay? The U.S. Department of Agriculture plans to release millions of sterilized flies from planes. Sterilized flies. Now, y'all know when flies land, they throw up and poop, okay? Every time a fly lands, okay? So they said that these are sterilized flies. They said the flies are sterilized, right? From planes to stop the spread of flesh eating maggots called the New World screwworms. That's what they call them, the New World screwworms, okay? They said these parasites attack live animals and may soon reach Texas by releasing sterile mail. Scientists aim to collapse the population using a proven chemical free method called the sterile insect technique. The USDA is investing 29 million into the efforts, warning that if it's unchecked, an outbreak could cost the livestock over $100 billion.
Well, damn.
I said, what in the John Brown ham sandwich? But not only are they going after the black man, y'all know they got Jay-Z have to take that DNA test now, where all this was not going to have Jay-Z doing anything. But baby, 50 Cents have been haggling people. Somebody told 50 Cents to shut up, and he said, I'm going to talk all I want to. Well, all of a sudden, they done got 50 Cent. They are going after 50 Cent's money. 50 should have shut up like they told him to shut up, and he did not. So now they are threatening to open up a bankruptcy that 50 Cents had, and they plan to let this woman sue 50 Cents for SA. And 50 Cent saying, what?
And
So,
you know when he filed for that bankruptcy, everybody was laughing at him and coming at him about that bankruptcy. Then he gonna film himself in a room with piles of money, and he almost got his bankruptcy rejected because of that.
well, listen, look at that. 50 Cent bankruptcy case reopened to consider allegations of, abuse. So New York State can decide dismissal of an abuse case. Rapper says in 2015, they want to open up his 2015 bankruptcy. They said that by opening this, they're going to allow him to be sued for the abuse. A Connecticut judge reopened 50 Cent's bankruptcy and directed. Now he filed for bankruptcy in New York City. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is two different jurisdictions. So he filed for bankruptcy in New York for $20 million. For $20 million, a Connecticut judge reopened 50 Cent's bankruptcy and directed New York court to consider whether a $20 million abuse allegation against the rapper should be tossed. Once the New York State court rules on 50 Cent's motion to dismiss the suit, the bankruptcy court can then address whether the claims were discharged on a Chapter 11. So they want to open up a 2015 bankruptcy because this lady done popped out of somewhere and said that Curtis Jackson abused her. And they are opening up the bankruptcy in case
Well,
he.
damn, it was supposed to drop off.
Well, how
And now
about
they
this?
gonna
This,
reopen it?
this abuse happened in 2003. And now she was telling my was afraid to come forth to say he abused me and all of this. And they are getting ready to give Miss Jahara, her name is Jahara Rodriguez, the allegations filed by the plaintiff Jahara Rodriguez. She want her money from 50 Cent. And I don't hear 50 Cent saying, bitch, you ain't gonna get your money. I don't hear him going after people saying, give me my money. He said this is frivolous. He said, and this is to extract financial settlement from him. And he said she don't deserve this. But guess what? The case Curtis James Jackson, bankruptcy, Connecticut number 1521 233, and they're going to make a decision whether this woman can take Curtis Jackson on the 50 Cent to court. And guess what? How come every time these men get gone after? Okay, y'all know I'm not speaking good English, but every time a woman come after some of these men, they not black. They not black. You look at that dumb guy that did talked about, what was going on with Diddy with what's his name? With Cat Williams. Now they done got him caught up with all these white women that he dated, and they're allowed to go and say he did this and did that. And then you got Diddy. Diddy didn't get convicted for Young Miami. Okay? Listen, they're going after our black men, and Mr. Rodriguez going after 50 cents. You got a lot of these people coming up and saying, listen, Diddy did it, okay? I am busy. Why are you calling me? What? What? Okay, don't tell me. You could wait. You've been calling me all day to cut the grass on that other property. And I'll talk to you when you get off. The maintenance man want to cut the grass, and it's raining. I don't see no reason to cut the grass. It's gonna rain. Oh, I had my dig on mute still on, not on. Lord have mercy, people. All right.
I was getting ready to mute you, but I said she must don't care.
Mm-mm. Now, this is what I had to come up here and tell y'all. Trump, according to Rutlers, Trump intensifies trade war with the threat of 30% on EU and Mexico. Now, and this is supposed to go into action August 1st, okay? So Trump threatened 30% tariffs on Mexico, where you get your rice and stuff from, avocados and stuff like that. Effective August 1st. Effective August 1st.
Not the guacamole.
Yes, tariffs will hit two of the largest U.S. trading partners. Trump returns to more aggressive trade posture. So this was July 12th. President Donald Trump on Saturday, when we're trying to enjoy whatever life we got, he threatened to impose a 30% tariffs on imports from Mexico to European Union starting on August 1st after weeks of negotiations with major U.S. trade partners failed to reach comprehensive trade deal, according to him. In the escalation of the trade war that had angered U.S. allies, rattled investors, the stock market started dropping. Trump announced latest tariffs in separate letters. Now, this dude is sitting down having somebody else stupid write letters to different countries, all right? So he wrote it to the European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, and Mexican President Claudia Steinberg, that was posted on Truth Social. After he writes these letters threatening these people, he posted on Truth social. Like, this is just a post on Instagram, okay? He posted it and he does not like the Mexican president Claudia, and said she was sure an agreement can be reached. I've always said that in these cases, what you do is to keep your cool head, face any problem. And that Donald Trump was talking to her, like, outside of her neck, and she was like, you do what you got to do. But Russia is building a port in Mexico, and the Mexicans are saying, we want the Americans out of here.
Mm-hmm.
They start attacking the Americans. So now Trump done wrote these letters to Brazil, Japan, Canada. He Do you know that he is messing with our aluminum imports, our steel import?
He trying to go to war with Japan over the steel and aluminum.
Japan is our ally.
Right.
And that's what I don't understand. If Russia was to come over here and try to attack us, Japan, the Japanese army would intercede. Now we are losing that support, and it's going to be everybody for themselves. Y'all better get a blicky.
You know I got about 6 blickety blicks. Pull up if you want to.
What's the next story?
The next story is if you're a T-Mobile customer,
I am.
you might want to see this. T-Mobile secures government blessing of U.S. cellular purchase after ritual sacrifice of the DEI policies. So, in order to get what they wanted, they decided to let go of DEI policies. So, if you have T-Mobile, you might want to know this.
Oh, tell
Um,
me.
DOJ delivered its first okay, and the investigation into the 4.4 billion transaction announced by the two companies in May 2024 found no need for the department to intervene. But since they said that, okay, we're gonna get rid of IDI policies. Okay, okay. You could go ahead and do the sale and do everything that you need to do because you are bound to the government. And this is how autocracies begin. Private companies have to get the okay from the government to do anything. So, y'all, this is crazy. I have never seen anything like this in America that um in order to be able to merger, like, who did Trump just settle with? He settled with CBS,
Mm-hmm.
Paramount. They gave him money just so they can do their sale. Like, this sound more and more like Russia and North Korea every day, that you got to get the blessing of the government before you're able to um do your mergers, do your business, do what you need to do. You got to get the blessing of Donald Trump. So,
Well, let me tell you this, y'all, for all you nurses, you doctors, a patient dies in the emergency from
bubonic.
bubonic plague. Y'all, a patient has died in Arizona from the plague while it's in emergency room, raising concerns about the presence of the rare disease in the states. The individual was admitted to the hospital for symptoms consistent with the plague, a disease caused by a botulinum Eucerum pestis, which is typically transmitted through flea bites or contacted with infested animals. The American Arizona Department of Health Services is currently investigating the case to determine how the patient contacted the disease. The plague cases are rare in the United States, which most occurring in Southwest, including Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. If you plan on having any of those people in your house, tell them to cancel their reservations. Health officials are urging residents to take precautions, avoid flea bites, contact with wild animals, especially rodents, which are known carriers of the bacteria. Symptoms are fever, chills, headaches, swollen lymph nodes. If untreated, it can lead to severe complications and even death.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we got a lot of things coming out, and I want to show y'all that we got a new disease here, and I need y'all to be watching for it. Let me get this girl name. She sent it to me the other day. I need y'all to see this, baby. Let me see. Did she send
You
it?
know, in Arizona, the Hunter virus is also very active. You know, that's what the woman that was married to what was his name? Um Damn, what was his name that died and he was in the house a week by himself?
Mm-hmm.
And his wife had died from hantavirus, and since he had Alzheimer's and dementia, he didn't know how to take care of himself, and he died a week later. I don't know why I can't think his name right now, but a lot of it comes from mouse droppings in Arizona. A lot of these diseases.
Let me see. I'm trying to find where this girl sent me the picture of somebody she know got put in the hospital. And when I say that they had the biggest bumps in their throat, their face, their lips, everywhere, I could not believe it.
Oh my god. No,
And
you're not.
yes, they did. It was horrible. Okay, so while we are up here, I want to let y'all know that you mean Gene Hackman.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yes, he did, Gloria. Orange kept the real trophy from the game yesterday, and the PSG club and champions are getting a replica. Yes, yes. I want y'all to know September 5th that TikTok is being replaced in the US with a new app called M2 launching September 5th, 2025. If you have TikTok and you want to save it, download your stuff, download your items, okay? Because, oh,
Y'all want to see how this food acted?
mm-hmm.
Let's get through this ad. He always want to be the center of attention.
Who?
Trump.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, darn, how many ads y'all gonna show? Adidas.
Y'all know water was recalled in Walmart.
Here come Chelsea. Pedro Neto against Ignacio.
I don't want to see the highlights. I want to see
So close from Malo.
a dummy.
Well, water
Okay, there's a picture of him right here, y'all.
around black and brown people.
Like, I can't stand him. I can't. This is the first person that I've never met that I hate his guts. I feel like he'll waste the skin, he'll waste the oxygen, he'll waste the space on Earth. I just hate that man so much that I be praying to God to tell him that please don't let me have this hate in my heart. But this man is just a whole high level demon, and I cannot stand that he's back in office and our president.
Mm.
I cannot stand it at all.
He's destroying the United States.
And
All
they want to privatize a lot of stuff. That's why he keeps with the tariffs. The tariffs, um, causes financial instability. So they pull all their money out of the market. And then he'll say, oh, okay, no tariffs, no tariffs. And then they start buying up everything. Like it's a wealth transfer, y'all.
yeah. Well,
So
the water that blinded two people in Walmart was called Ozark Trail. 64-ounce stainless steel insulated water was manufactured in China and sold only in Walmart stores through Walmart websites since 2017.
why the hell are we getting water from China?
The water was exactly $15. And it blinded two people. Y'all, I want y'all to see that this is nothing to play with. These people are really not treating us nice at all, and we need to be careful about our water, y'all. For real, if y'all get bottled water and y'all drink it in the house, I highly recommend you boil your water. I highly recommend that you boil your water, and that's crazy to say.
Make
Um,
sure you got a clean filter in your refrigerator. Um, and be careful because a study came out and said that a lot of this bottled water comes straight from the tap. So if the tap got something in it, these bottled waters got something in it, and then over time, the water in it interacting with the plastic also can leak stuff into the water, y'all. We've been so spoiled being able to just go to the refrigerator, get a bottle of water whenever I feel like it might be time for us to go back to, you know, getting the filter water out of the refrigerator. One of my favorite waters was a company called Essentia, and it came out that they is largely tap water.
Miss Gigi, you're correct. It was the water bottle that it was in. They came in stainless steel insulated water bottle.
Mm,
The bottles of that water, but the water was called Ozark Trail. You're right, Miss Gigi. It's called Ozark. It's called Miss Jennifer. The water is called Ozark. Y'all, please hit the like button. You're right, Miss Gigi.
Yeah, no, I'm telling y'all, a lot of times if the water isn't in a glass bottle, whatever it is tends to leak into the water.
I want y'all to know that Davenport, Iowa is underwater after a dangerous flash. Iowa has an emergency issued for 230,000 people in Davenport, Iowa, and the surrounding areas is saying that it is flooding right now. But let me tell y'all something they got new, y'all. Listen to this. What this plant is or what this plant is capable of, you need to pay attention to this. If you're very unfamiliar with the term devil breath, this will blow your mind. This all stems from a brand new trend of people that are out there trafficking and trying to kidnap you and also use this to rob you. If you come in contact with devil breath, you could become incapacitated and possibly even worse. Take a look at this video. The thieves blow a handful of powder into their victims' faces, causing them to fall into a hypnotic, zombie-like state. They then voluntarily hand over valuables, money, and even PIN codes, with little memory of the events afterwards. But some even die. That's because the powder is devil's breath, a dangerous Colombian drug extracted from a flower that can cause seizures, respiratory failure, and a heart attack. Videos of devil's breath have been floating all over social media, so I did like anybody else. Went and took a look at it. And this stuff is real and is no joke. They're using it exactly as they showed in that video. They're walking up, blowing it in your face.
and then you become incapacitated. You do hand over stuff, and you forget everything. And some people
Mhm.
have even lost their lives from it. So the bottom line is, do your own research. You have chat GPTs on your phone. You can Google any information on this. This is all about taking control of you. So once again, be aware of your surroundings, especially you go out to parties, dark places. You don't know what the heck is going on. Head on a swivel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always,
Marcella, how about I had that story pulled up for my next story?
Well, go ahead and
The
put.
drug,
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
drug is scopolamine, and it's also known on the street as devil's breath. And it will cause you to get into a state where you're zombie like, and you're open to suggestion where somebody be like, okay, give me your wallet out of your purse, and you're highly suggestive under this drug. And it's a medical drug that has its uses, but on the street they're using it. This woman sent me a video where it was two young ladies gave her a rose, and she seen the white substance in it. At first she thought it was fentanyl, but it ended up being scopolamine whenever she went to the hospital with the rose and to test it, because she did sniff it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what came back in her system. So y'all be careful
Mm.
accepting any kind of business cards, any kind of papers from anybody out in public, because they are sucking the papers in it, the business cards in it. And be careful, y'all. You know, even dropping money on the ground with this substance on it. Now, me, I'm not gonna leave any money on the ground. I keep gloves in my trunk. I
Mm.
will. I take them gloves, pick it up, put it in my trunk, bring it home, and put it in the wash machine. That's
Dr.
how I
S,
do things.
look what Dr. S said. That is an angel trumpet flower. If you
Hmm.
inhale it, you will hear the angel's trumpet. Baby.
It
Now,
causes hallucinations, dizziness, all kinds of side effects with scopolamine. Um, some people use it like they do GHB, you know, the SA drug.
look what Miss Gigi said. I take nothing from anyone. I don't know. I don't shake hands. I keep that personal space distance fixed. People cannot be trusted. Hey, DMV TV, better known as Aquarius. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell you there are three cities in the United States. There are three states, actually, that are now, they are saying that they are third world countries. I want y'all to see this.
third world country. Number 3, Louisiana. Louisiana ranks number 1 for overall poverty and is dead last in health outcomes, with over 21% of children living in food insecure homes. Parts of New Orleans still have homes with holes in the roofs left from Hurricane Katrina. In some parishes, up to 60% of residents rely on government assistance to survive. Raw sewage sometimes leaks into city streets during heavy rains. Number 2, West Virginia.
Ham live. Okay. Let me just hit you back.
Okay, I muted you that time.
Okay, okay.
Counties topping 10%. Many small towns are nearly abandoned, with hundreds of empty houses left from the collapse of coal mining. One county has lost over 70% of its population since 1980. Thousands of families line up weekly at food banks, and in some areas, children have to use bottled water because tap water is brown or unsafe. Over 1,500 bridges are labeled structurally deficient, and many roads are so damaged that cars regularly get stuck. Number 1, Mississippi. Mississippi has the lowest median household income in the country at just $52,985. with nearly 1 in 5 people living below the poverty line. In Jackson, over 400,000 residents have faced repeated water crises, sometimes going weeks without safe tap water. Many schools in rural areas still use textbooks from the 1990s, and 20% of homes are officially substandard. In some towns, garbage piles up for days because city services are overwhelmed or simply absent. The 3 U.S. states that are literally living like
Baby, how
number 3.
are they using books from the 1990s when all this stuff has changed and happened since the 1990s? I tell you, man, and then they go out in droves and vote for the party that don't give a damn about them. They think everything is gonna be the same. Probably 75% of West Virginia get some kind of public assistance, but yet they consistently vote Republican. I do not understand it to
And
save
it's
my
where the
life.
blacks live. It's where the blacks live. Majority of the black population.
Nah,
And Miss Wanda told me that where she lives at, some of the people don't even bother to vote
right.
at
And
all.
that pissed me off too.
And in
Because
Mississippi,
people on assistance, you need to go out and vote because it matters who's in office, whether or not you're going to continue to be able to get that assistance. And think about it. Most of those 3 states, like I said, most of the people are on some type of assistance because you can't live making $50,000 no more. It's just not a livable wage. So they get some type of assistance to help them through the month. And I do not understand for my life why would you vote for somebody that gave you a whole outline of what he was gonna do in Project 2025. I don't know, Marcella. I get some days I lose hope in humanity and people, but then I try to reel it on back.
God, and that's how I make it. I mean, when I be looking at some of this, I'm scared, and then I say, "Oh, they say don't believe this," but then when I travel outside the area I live in and I see it, I be like, "Oh, let me put my gloves on." Like after I saw that they can blow something in my face, I'm gonna wear a mask. I mean, it is crazy, but people are getting crazy and they're going what they're doing to people, taking their food stamps, taking their Medicaid. There is going to be a lot of crimes. And what do black people do first? They rob their own neighborhoods. Where I'm from, they would not go out and rob the white folks on Fifth Avenue. They'd come up to 116th Street in Harlem, 15th Street, and rob the people. The stick up kids would rob poor people in the same neighborhood, which was crazy. By no means am I a Trumper. However, these subpar conditions also existed. Hey, there are more prevalent because we have more access to independent news. None of this is new. The I-95 corridor is a prime example, and she's right. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. It's nothing new,
yeah,
but
and
the cost of living is what's new. You could cause back in the 90s, $50,000 you consider making a whole lot of money, but now 50,000,
yeah, I think it was Friday. I was going to have my bathroom remodeled, and they told me 50 grand, 51,000 some change for that one bathroom. And my husband said, "There's nothing wrong with that bathroom. You ain't gonna spend that kind of money on no bathroom." And we don't even know the outcome of the economy. And he's right. I just wanted to do something new. I'm always trying to think of ways. He said, if you want to think of ways to look different, then you need to clean out your closet.
Okay, I'm on Kim's side.
I'm gone. I don't know where I went. You hear me?
I hear you. You here?
I'm not here. I don't know where I'm at.
You
Okay,
are here. I see you.
okay, something's wrong. Something happened because I just seen my screensaver. Okay, Nisi, me and talking shit with Shayna along with you. We're gonna be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I might, indulge in it right now.
I already told the people, me, you, and Shayna. It's
Oh
already
Lord.
it's already there. And we're not gonna say the cast member's name. So y'all, before we get up
You,
on
you,
out,
you, you,
before
you,
we,
you.
yeah, no, we're not gonna mention her name or her likeness or nothing. But I wrote a poem, Nisi,
Oh my God.
and I'm gonna read the poem for real, the Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, okay? It's gonna be good because I got you, I got Shayna, Shauna, talking shit with Shauna, and she gonna be here. So listen to my poem, y'all. Listen to my put a one in the chat. Letitia and Kimmy.
Lord, girl, wait a minute. Start again, cause DJ had muted your mic.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh, so we're gonna have talking shit with Shayna. So and you. So, but I wrote this poem. And if you like my poem, put a one. If you don't like my poem, put a two, because I don't care anyway. But anyway, Letitia and Kimmy on Reality with the King became live. The energy I felt, I knew this season was going to thrive. Unexpected and explosive was the details. The cast is going to show they don't have to ride on anybody's coattail. The Scots are going to show that they were the real goats. After this season, they will truly be able to gloat. Marcel will always truly speak his mind. It might not always be kind, but you won't have to guess. He wants you all to fall in line. Tisha will absolutely show you who's the boss. This season, her thoughts will not be tossed. Rich wife for life. Rich wife will give us life. Maurice will always explain for you to understand his reasons. Now you will understand why they called him Martin Luther King this season. Oh, let's talk about our girl Kimmy, who keeps everything straight. She keeps everyone accountable. She's truly the guard of the Love and Marriage Huntsville Gate. Destiny is back, 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 leaving all dusties in the past. She's always been that girl, and the past cast members could kiss her ass. Ken and Trish hoping they seal this season with a marriage and a kiss. Once they alleviate that ex Marquez, it should be easy without a hit or miss. Fletcher and Nell, please get out of other folks' marriages. We know you mean well. But Lexi exposed some of your downfalls. Please do tell. Nell, is it truly time for you and Chris to get your karma? Because you work so hard to hide your past and your drama. Martell, will you really show us your real life? Please, no more talk about your divorce, your drama, or your ex wife. We know about your failures and messiness. We are tired of that storyline about your pettiness. We want to know about Arion. We want to see how you have built and moved on. Carlos and Owen waited for the negative dust and dusties to settle. The raindrops in Carlos King is moving forward because this season it's gonna be better. No one needs to talk about any of the old castmates. Season 10 wasn't chose by them. They sealed their own damn fates. Hopefully, the meters follow their leader. This season is packed with a major surprise. Sure enough, motherfucker, Miss Wanda will be before our eyes. Miss Wanda will call cap on all the lies. Mess with her daughter, she will be like Maya Angelou and she will rise. A new couple will arrive. As Carlos told you, his shows will thrive. Lastly, to the watchers and the non watchers who's really gonna motherfucking watch, If you report on this, put it in your paywall or rewatch the clips. That means it's not a blotch for Carlos. Talking about any of the cast would be considered a notch. Love and Marriage Huntsville welcomes you, biatch. To some, this has been our desires for Love and Marriage Huntsville to come back. It's been our desire. Cause deep down, y'all know this show gonna be motherfucking fire. So this year I will have a co-host. Talking shit with Shauna will be giving you the most. We have Nisi, and she will laugh us to pieces. Like, subscribe, and hit your notifications because we're going to be on fire for Love and Marriage Huntsville this season. And that is my poem for the season, honey. And I will be
Mhm.
dropping some poems and everything. But you know, we got Show Enough Miss Wanda coming back. We might get a marriage on the high rise. We're gonna see Marquez just a little bit. When Marquez had pulled that stunt about powing everybody in the cast, you know, Carlos went on and paid him his money real fast, told him to dash. Okay. We might be seeing some surprises. We do got a new couple. I don't know much about them, but we're gonna be up here and we're gonna review the show. And they made an agreement not to mention that lady's name, her likeness, or anything. But Carlos, you ain't slick. I see what you're doing, Carlos. You are playing the reruns. Her subscribers and you know those meters, they are over there watching those reruns with their leader, and Carlos making paper.
Mhm.
Now, if y'all like that poem, y'all put a one. But Miss Gigi, you know, love and the mess. Huntsville, that's right. TT says, update Supreme Court approves Trump Department of Education gutting and firing nearly, oh my God, 1,400 people.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh, that's so crazy, y'all. You know what, like I always told y'all, we need to start teaching our kids at home. You know, education and manners and all of that start from home. And you better let your kids know that if you go out there and do the crime, you're going to do the time, but it's going to be more like slavery. It's not going to be, you're just going to camp fed. You're going to be going to camp fed to go work in fields. Yes, just think it. Like I said again, July 26th, I will be in Philadelphia. I will be at the City Winery. Y'all come on through. I'm going to have security. Y'all know I'm going to have security there. They can't, folks, please know the Department of Education was put in a place by Congress and can only be disbanded by Congress. Okay, Miss Gigi is speaking. And, you know, that's what I thought too, but it seemed like King Trump is starting to do the things he want to do. All right, y'all. Nisa, you got another story, but before we get up off of here.
I just wanted to tell everybody to go please support horrorlistics.com. If you was around Christmas time, you got one of those little bottles of oil for your hair. This is the company that it came from. And go over there and support. And you know I had to get y'all a promo code. I
Mm-hmm.
said the gyms got to have a promo code. Um my my edges are so full. Like my edges have never been this full. Even with my cowlicks, like all of that have grown back.
Oh,
Um,
what?
you ain't never heard of cowlicks?
I thought that is like between your pants when you wear pants and you see the lips of somebody's coochie. They
That's
cow.
camel toe.
Oh, that's camel toe. All these camel.
Cowlicks is where your hairline right there on the sides, like the midpoint of your head, you go over a little bit right there. You know, you got your widow's peak, and then I got two cowlicks. That's what my grandma always called them. But
I,
it makes it look like I ain't got no edges there, but they grown so thick now that you can tell without my cowlicks.
well, look, y'all. I'm going to the corner because I learned something. You got the cow up here and you got the camel between your legs. I learned something. Nisi, they told me to go to the corner.
Go to the corner. Go to
Hmm.
the corner.
Oh, and the men had the moose knuckles. Y'all so nasty. Oh, y'all hit my like button. Y'all come back and support me. I am like 38 people from 12,000 subscribers. You know I do this organically, because I be outside, okay? And I just love you. Nisi, she said, do y'all have a link? Nisi, she said, do you have the link for it, Nisi? Where did Nisi go? I don't know what happened to Nisi, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Miss Marcella AARP are $12 for a year. Oh, I gotta get into that because they haven't sent me any more magazines. And I know you've been asking me, Miss Gloria. They haven't sent me any more magazines, so I better go up there. Nisi, can you order my AARP and have it sent here, please? You know I got a cash app $12. I can do that. Hey,
Okay,
Gail at Night.
y'all. This
Y'all,
is the link right
put
here.
your hand support Gail at Night. Please support Gail at Night, y'all. Support Gail at Night. Y'all support all content creators you like. And that's what I'm going to tell you. Always, always did that. All right, Nisi, where's the link?
That's the link right there, y'all. That's the
That's the link.
company where the oil came from. And the
HOR.
the promo code is ETEAU.
Okay. Nisi,
Uh,
do they have a burner or something that comes with that oil?
do they have a what?
What?
The oil is hair oil, and
Oh,
she
shoot.
also has teas, all organic teas. Um, she got an ointment for muscle cramps. We are collabing on muscle recovery oil for after whenever you work out. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff coming to the site, y'all. So I am very, very,
Excited.
very happy and excited to be collabing with this company. Y'all know, I'm a Wayfair ambassador. I got some stuff I need to put together and show y'all. Um, so I'll probably be coming live with a review show sometime this week.
Isn't that the oil you were supposed to have sent me?
I ain't seen you no.
No.
All right, then cash at me then. Now I go
I
over there.
did.
Mhm.
$40.
You cash at me $40 for some oil.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll order you some.
All right. And look it up because I be cashing after you a lot. Because I be saying, Nisa, can you do this? And I just send you the money.
I be forgetting, child.
No, you don't have your ding ding on your cash app when I'm sending you money.
I don't.
I
It,
know.
it be sitting there for days.
And you be like, what? What? Yeah, it's some money up there. I had other money up there too. I didn't know. I was like, okay. Okay, big baller shot caller.
Baby.
Y'all, we are coming back with some more news. I can say Wednesday. I'm gonna come up here tomorrow too, but it's gonna be about some TV show or something, or we just gonna shoot the breeze. But I love y'all. Hey Norris, hey Norris, hey Norris, and
Hey,
Norris.
Norris. That's my boo thing. Hey, boy.
I have a lot to do tomorrow. So I love y'all and peace and hair grease. Hit my like button, y'all. Share my video. Y'all come back. I need my cash app to look like Nisi. Oh yeah, Nisi be leaving money all in her cash app. Trust me. Trust me.
Look,
When I
lately.
meet Nisi, she don't even know. And then she don't even ask for the money or nothing. Nothing. Nisi got it like that. She ain't even gotta ask for her money.
No, it's just like I am not a money hungry person. Like, so it's
Not, but I
like
still
I
want
treat
you.
money as a means to have this and that, not like I want to grab a whole lot of money for myself and hold it tight. Like I've always been like that for money. I'm about money, even when I was, making over 100 G's as a nurse, I was always very humble
But
about
can you
what
cash
I
app me
had.
what you got in your cash app right now? Cash app me that.
Girl, bye. I'm finna order you this oil.
Just send me what you got waiting right there on your cash app. I love y'all. Thumbs up the video. Y'all, please go see Miss Mimi talking shit with Shayna. Please go see Dear Ree. Y'all, don't forget, tell the people. And I love y'all. I gotta get up out of here. I've been up here 2 hours. Bye.